Hi, everyone. Bill Renchler alongside Megan Conway in the 1011 Now streaming studio for another edition of Juicebox Chats.
Yeah, welcome back. Good to see you.
It's been on a little hiatus
Yes.
last 2 weeks-ish.
Yeah, you started a whole new schedule.
I know.
And so it kind of flipped things around. We're trying to figure out a good time to do it still together.
Yeah.
We kind of have crazy schedules.
Well, that's just the life we live.
That is.
We're busy
in
people.
In the news station. We are.
Yeah.
But no, we found a way to work it back in.
I say it's been since before Halloween that we got a chance
That's
to
right.
chit-chat.
That's right. Wow.
How was Halloween in the Conway household?
Oh, we got so much candy. We got way too much candy. We didn't even need that much candy. But we did it to ourselves. We did like 2 trunk or treat events and trick or treating. So we had like 3 bowls of candy and then leftover candy that we weren't able to give away to trick or treaters. So
I mean, we did the switch.
Oh, yes.
So
how did
that
go?
got rid. I mean, it got
What'd
rid
the
of.
boys get?
I mean, I think I don't even remember. It was small stuff. I mean, I think my wife got him maybe a couple books
Okay.
and maybe like a small toy.
Yeah.
So
Something
I made sure to remove all the Reese's though. Those went into a bag.
You're such a good
for
dad. Yeah.
For the dad tax, and then the switch took the rest. Which honestly, I think it might be in the top of my wife's closet. I don't know if it actually like left the house yet, but
You know what my kids got this year trick or treating that I was really excited about? Airheads.
ooh,
I haven't had Airheads in years, and we got quite a few of them. I don't know if they were in one of those mixed bags of candy that people hand out, but we got a lot of Airheads, and I love Airheads. So that was the mom tax.
I feel like I noticed, and you tell me if you had a similar experience. I feel like the nerds, the gummy nerds.
Oh, the clusters or whatnot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were kind of the big ticket item this year.
Yeah,
There was, I
they
feel
were
like, a
very
lot
popular.
of those.
You talk about nerds, though. Aurora, my daughter, had never had nerds before until this Halloween, and she got them. And she was like, Mom, what's in this box? And she was like shaking it. It was fun to shake. And I opened it up, and she was like, whoa. She ate them one by one. Took a while. Took her a while.
She should talk to meteorologist Carmela Latuca. That man was popping nerds in the weather center.
Was he just opening
Just
the
the
box?
other day, he poured them into a little cup, and he was just like, take a little shot from the cup.
Taking shots of nerds. Nope. Aurora made hers last. She ate them one by one. She got some pink ones. I think it was from the LPU trunk or treat. And then we were actually trick or treating. Someone handed her purple ones, and the girl about lost her mind. She was so excited. So that was a big highlight for her.
So, okay, Halloween is in the books, and
Yep.
now it's obviously we're into mid-November now, mid to late November. So
Now we're preparing
Thanksgiving.
for the next holiday.
Yeah, we've kind of been in that like waiting period.
Mm-hmm.
But Thanksgiving, like a week away, and obviously huge travel weekend for a lot of folks. And I will contend that traveling with children is my least favorite parenting activity.
Yes, I do not enjoy traveling with children most times.
And I am envious of my friends and family members who don't have children
Yeah.
when it comes to,
Traveling.
because they're like they're there and you can tell they're having such a good time, and meanwhile you're just like
You're
taking care of my
parenting-
kids
you're
in just a
parenting in a
strange
new
place
location,
where
yep.
we don't have
Mm-hmm.
our creature comforts and our fallback. Like,
It is
So.
hard. And all of this stuff you have to pack with kids. That's the hard part too.
mm-hmm,
They just require so many things.
mm-hmm.
So, yes, traveling with kids is not my favorite. I will say though, compared to maybe like when we were kids, we do have iPads now.
Oh yeah,
Which help
I mean,
a lot. So,
it's the things when I hear my children say like they're bored, I'm like, child, you do not even know.
I know.
Like, you know, I had the Game Boy, but as soon as the sun went down and it was dark outside, there goes the Game Boy, and you're
Yep.
just leaning your head against the window, watching like raindrops race down the window or
Yep.
something like that, or
Oh, yeah.
watching a little swirl vortex develop in the corner of the window as you're going down the highway if it's raining, and then you're lucky if it's raining, so you could do that. Otherwise, you're just putting your head against the window and staring outside.
We used to always play a couple games
Yeah.
when I was a kid. We would play like trying to find, if we were traveling on the interstate, the license plates of all the 50 states.
Yep.
We'd keep track, of which different ones we saw. Or we'd also play like the alphabet game where you have to find an A on a sign and then a B and then so.
We play the alphabet game, but we only play with cues.
What? How do you play that?
It's just one of the quirks of the Rentschler house. We just only play with
Quirk?
cues
Cue?
because I mean
Yeah.
cues are so. And so, like, even just like in everyday conversation, I'll be on the phone with my wife. Like, she'll be at home, I'll be driving home, and we'll be having a conversation, and I'll see it on a billboard, and I'll just say, "Q, quick shop," or what?
There's a queue.
Yeah. And I just have to tell you, this is one of my proudest moments in my life.
Okay.
We were driving home. We were actually driving home from Madison Pitch's wedding,
Oh, okay.
which, and we were driving. We're in Missouri on the interstate, and there was a billboard. I couldn't even tell you what it was a billboard for now, but I got a quadruple Q. There were 4 Qs
No.
on this.
And you're like, I am the all-time winner.
I like started slapping my wife on the leg because she was kind of asleep because it was late and it was dark. And I started slapping her on the leg and I couldn't even like get it out. And I started pointing at it and I finally got it out because it was like quality antiques, something.
Quick quality antiques.
I mean something. It was
I can't come up with another one.
one of the proudest moments of my life.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. I
I had
appreciate
no idea what an expert of cues
I know.
the Rentschler household was.
I know. And now I even play it with 2 of our adult friends, and one of them's a flight attendant. So she'll send us a picture. She'll be in like London, and she'll send us a picture of a billboard.
Of a queue.
She'll be like Q Antiques.
I love that. I love that. That's so fun. I love the little games that each family comes up with. It's just unique to your little unit.
The little isms of each family.
Yep.
But yeah, talking about kind of traveling with kids today, and so
Are you guys traveling this year?
no, we're not.
We aren't either.
Yeah, thankfully, again, most of my wife's family's here in Nebraska at least. So if there's travel, it's not big travel.
Not too bad. Yeah.
It's not like boarding a plane traveling.
Something I have never done with children.
No,
I have never flown with kids. The last time hubby and I flew was for our honeymoon. So
Yeah,
that was a while ago.
we flew to Seattle for my sister-in-law's wedding
Okay.
with the boys.
How old were they when you did that?
Oh gosh, that probably would have been maybe I want to say 4 years ago.
Okay.
So that like maybe,
5.
4 and 5, 5 and 6,
Okay.
kind of in there. And it was funny because it wasn't bad. It wasn't great. I mean, going through the airport and all that
It
stuff.
wasn't great.
But the actual flying, I think I'm what you would call a nervous flyer.
Okay.
Like again, I know flying is actually safer than like driving and all that
Yep.
statistics. I'm a math guy, like the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
But I also realize at the same time, like at 40,000 feet, if something goes wrong,
You
it's
can't
not
do
like
much.
you can't pull over on the side of the road.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
a little bit of a nervous flyer.
Okay.
So when the turbulence hits, I'm fine, but like just a little uneasy.
Yeah.
And the boys are just like they've never seen it. They don't know, but they don't know what it is.
Yeah.
They don't even think they really realize that they're 40,000 feet up in the air. They're just on their tablets doing like whatever.
They even look out the window?
No, they think it's just like when you hit a pothole on the road. They're like, oh, just some bumps, whatever. And meanwhile, I'm kind of like,
But in those cases, any case, when there is a sense of danger or unease in a situation, kids will look to you and see how you're reacting.
mm-hmm.
So many times, I try to keep just a calm face a lot of times so they don't freak out. Everything is fine. I'm like the duck on top of the pond, inside I'm paddling like heck to keep going. But you can't tell from the top, right? I look calm, cool, and collected. So we just keep the children calm.
Cool and collected.
Yes.
That's what we try to do.
Yes.
I like the duck. I hadn't thought about that, but that
Thank
is
you.
a very accurate
Thank you.
description. So again, number one thing, planning kind of for the stress,
Yes.
setting expectations, letting your kids know this is how long we're going to be gone. This is when we're
Yes.
stopping for bathroom breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you just explain things to them a little more in detail or just so they understand what's going on, I feel like it really helps with the smoothness
Mm-hmm.
of the trip.
Mm-hmm. Well, and again, it's just setting the expectations. It's like when we're at X person's house and when you think you're ready to leave, but it's not time to leave,
Mm-hmm.
these are your options.
Yeah.
And throwing a fit and a tantrum's not one of them.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that they're not going to do that,
Yeah.
but at least setting the expectations and letting them have at least kind of like Sarah Burwell, registered dietitian, talked about letting the kids have some control over the meal plan.
Mm-hmm.
At least letting them like pick something, a travel toy, snack, maybe letting them
Yes.
pick the music.
or an outfit they could pack that they're going to look forward to wearing on the trip, or just giving them a little bit of input on that trip so they feel involved. They feel a part of it. It's not just something they're getting thrown into against their will.
Goes a long way. Goes a long way.
Yes, absolutely.
Second thing, and I feel like you do this really well because I think we've talked about your trunk full of
Yes.
snacks,
Everything.
but like packing little survival kits. A snack bag.
Yep.
Your electronics bag with chargers and maybe a Switch or something, a coloring book bag.
Yes.
Whatever it might be.
And if you do pack several things, don't bring them all out at once.
Mm-mm.
You
One at a
got to
time.
bring them out in phases
One at
because
a
then
time.
it extends the calm of the children. I mean, this is a little different than traveling, but I even do that when we go to restaurants. I'll put things in the diaper bag, or I always have crayons in the diaper bag because some restaurants won't have crayons. So I'll have like a coloring book in there or something just in case, just to keep the little minions happy.
One of the things that we've done, because we do a lot of vacationing in Colorado, is beforehand I'll get cut a little strip of paper,
Okay.
and we'll put it in the car somewhere, and I'll kind of put dashes in there, and so because there's always, are we there yet?
Oh, yes.
And so as we go, so that way they can cross out Grand Island.
Oh,
Or
okay,
or
yeah.
North Platte on the
Okay.
interstate, or hey, we're in Colorado now.
Yeah.
And so that way they can kind of have a sense and kind of keep along with, the whole strip of paper is the whole trip, and we're
I like that idea.
right here.
That's a good idea.
I'm
Did
a
you
really-
come up with that on your
I'm
own?
a very smart man.
Did you come up with that on
I'm
your
gonna
own?
take credit for it.
Doubting. I'm doubting.
No, you should never doubt me. I'm a meteorologist. Yeah, but
That is a great idea, though.
I
like that.
thought so too.
Yeah.
And then travel day tips. Again, if you're going to be flying, letting them burn off their energy before boarding.
Yeah,
Maybe
if you
that's why the
can.
airports are always so chaotic, because there's
Can.
small chitlins and even some small adults who are maybe burning off energy before their flight.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've flown. Okay, and I haven't been in a ton of airports. We should ask Craig Allison about this because he's been in a lot of airports. Maybe he's seen. Do any airports have playgrounds
Ooh, I
for
don't think
children?
so. I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure someone does somewhere, I bet, but I have no idea.
That I feel like that would be such a great addition if they don't have it.
No.
To let the kids kind of blow off some steam, run around. Maybe you have a nice little sitting area. Maybe it's next to the coffee.
Kind of like the
Or-
equivalent of the airport bar for the adults, but for
Yes.
the children.
Yes.
A juice bar.
Yeah, I was just thinking about snacks and juice boxes, and oh my gosh, you could have little vending machines that children could put quarters in and get snacks out
This
of.
is your $1 million idea.
I want 10%. Whoever creates that, 10%. Yep.
Having gum or a drink ready for takeoff, landing, pressure changes.
Oh,
Again,
yes.
that's a new thing. That was one of the things we did have to deal with when we flew the kids to Seattle.
Yeah.
Obviously, depending on how old they are,
Yeah.
probably don't necessarily want to give them gum, but
Yeah.
something to think of if you're going to be doing traveling.
When it comes to flying with kids, now I haven't done it myself, but I have seen so many heartwarming stories that have made the rounds on the internet of, someone's traveling with a baby and the baby is just upset. And maybe someone on the flight or a flight attendant offers to hold the child for a little while. And if you feel comfortable, giving a stranger your child, but they will walk the aisle with them or something and just kind of help, because that can be so stressful for parents because you are in a confined space. And if a child's having a tantrum or just absolutely losing it, there's not much you can do sometimes except wait it out until they calm down. Just hold them, try to calm them down. And so I've just seen so many lovely stories of strangers kind of pitching in on that front and being understanding.
No one's offered to walk me up and down the aisle.
When you're upset.
No,
I'm sorry. I'm so
upsetting.
sorry, Bill.
it's okay. It's just what we have to deal with when we get older.
You should put, when you buy your next flight tickets, be like, special request. Please walk me up and down the aisle if
having a tantrum.
if I'm having a tantrum or if I get uneasy about the turbulence. I like snacks.
Salted pretzels
Yes.
are great, but
Yeah.
they're making me thirsty.
If you could keep me calm, I would love to walk up and down the plane. I would love to have some wings too from the pilot. That would make me extra happy.
My wife and I we like to vacation in Belize, so we go every couple years.
Oh, I didn't know that about you. That's
Yeah,
fun.
And
Why Belize?
Well, it was just my wife planned our honeymoon, and it's just kind of what she happened to pick. And we got a really good spot down there. It's teeny tiny little place. It's touristy enough that like there are the amenities that you would like, but it's not so like overly busy. It's a really small spit of land out in the middle of the Caribbean.
Okay.
And so the boys are like, "When do we get to go to?"
Never.
And we're like,
No.
when you can carry your own luggage through the airport and not have a tantrum,
Yeah.
then you can come.
That's a good bar.
Yeah. So
Bar to set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for driving though, again, we do a lot of driving. Stops every couple hours,
Yep.
stretching.
Snacks,
Snacks.
toys, books.
I'm always one, and maybe Max is like this. I just want to go. I just want
Yeah.
to get in the car and I want to go, and I
Yes.
want to stop as little as possible.
Yes. So yeah, when we travel, he drives, especially if it's long distances. He feels better with the control of the driving.
Mm-hmm.
I am the queen
Passenger
of
princess?
snacks. Nope.
Oh.
I'm the queen of snacks. I dole those things out like it's going out of style. Like every other breath, I've always got a little cooler packed up. My kids like sliced Colby Jack cheese a lot.
There you go.
Yeah. So we have like those. We have some like meat
Crackers
sticks.
and cheese. Maybe you're sipping on a little bottle of wine there in the front seat.
Got my little charcuterie out of the kids' snacks. No. And then we've always got granola bars. We've always got pistachios and black olives and
Ooh.
the applesauce packets
Yeah.
and bananas. Bananas are a big one. So, as long as the kids are eating, they're happy. And then usually they fall asleep.
There you go.
You get them full and comfy enough.
We've driven to Colorado enough times that I can get them to basically North Platte before
Okay.
we have to stop.
Yeah. That's a good stretch.
And so we stop, we get gas, and then we've done it enough times. We stop in Sterling, in Colorado, and there's a park there.
Oh, nice.
It's like Pioneer Park or something like that. I want to say they have a nice playground. We call it Farm Park
Farm park.
because there's a like tractor at the park, and so that's where we like get our wiggles out.
Okay. Get the wiggles out.
So it used and it's funny because as they've gotten older, the stops have gotten less frequent. It used to be like we stop in York, we stop in Grand Island,
Yeah.
we stop in North Platte, and I was like,
We're never gonna
it takes us 12 hours to get there, and I'm like,
Yep.
oh my gosh.
Yeah. It can be hard. It can be hard. But yeah, I have to say in general, my kids are pretty good travelers. As long as I've got the snacks, the iPad is charged, we've got some books. We do pretty good.
Yeah, we have a pair of switches now in our
Oh.
house.
Okay.
And I say the only reason we have a pair of switches is because last Christmas we had one switch, and then someone lost it. I won't name names. Someone lost it, so I got us a new switch for Christmas last year, and then someone like through the couch cushions pulls out the old switch.
Here it is.
So now we have a pair of switches.
There you
So
go.
we have the iPad, we have the iPad holder, we have the downloaded movies,
Okay.
and we have a pair of switches.
Nice.
Which I'm like, again, compared to how we traveled,
Oh.
I don't want to
they're
hear any complaints
They're set.
about anything,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
but they still happen.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The hardest thing for us right now, because my son is not quite 2, so when he falls asleep for his nap, we got to kind of plan that out. When I think he's going to fall asleep, because the gas tank has to be full. Everyone's bladders have to be empty, because once the baby is asleep, we aren't
not.
stopping for anything. Okay, maybe the police, but anything after that. Because we're keeping him asleep and we're going as fast as we can, as far as we can.
It's just fun, the phases of parenting
Yeah.
and where you are with still very young children. And I look back on that time and I'm just like,
Oh.
fond memories, but I'm glad those are in my rear view mirror.
Yeah. So when you're packing for the holidays, depending on the age of your children, and with any children, pack your patience. Pack the snacks.
Snacks. Yeah. And then last thing is obviously safety stuff. Make sure the car seats, booster seats, everything all strapped down in the right way. I still can't install a car seat to save my life.
They're hard. And especially when you're flipping some forward and then you got the different brands and
I can't do it. I mean, I've tried. I've like given it my best effort, and I can't do it. And Kate, my wife gets in and she just 30 seconds and like it's done.
she's like, let's go.
which I don't know. Have you seen it all? The latest Fantastic Four movie that came
I
out.
have not.
So it's
Right.
Mr. Fantastic, smartest man on the planet, and
Okay.
at the very end, he's trying to put the car seat in the car, and he can't do it. And I was just like, that's funny.
I feel seen.
That's funny.
Bill's like, I
Just
feel seen.
So yeah, but probably the biggest thing, and like you said, is pack your patience
Mm-hmm.
because it's hard. It's not supposed to be easy.
No, and no holiday is going to be perfect ever.
Nope.
So, what did I heard a saying from someone the other day? It was like, focus on the glimmers, like the things that make you happy,
Mm-hmm.
instead of the. It rhymed, and now I'm not going to be able to come up with it.
Glimmer,
Dimmer.
dimmer.
Instead of the dimmers, I don't know. Basically, I was going somewhere with it. It was a great saying. I'll have to ask
Simmer.
her. Simmer. Triggers, no. But it was basically just focus on the good and the things that make you happy, so that you don't just focus on the negatives or the things that maybe aren't going so perfect, because life isn't perfect and you just want to be happy. Are you giggling?
Trying to.
sometimes? It was in one of my interviews yesterday, and
It says focus on the glimmers and not the triggers, but that doesn't really seem to rhyme.
I thought it was better than that. But anyway, you get my point, maybe, hopefully. But
So yeah, hope everyone again obviously has a good holiday. Safe holiday, gets to
Yeah.
spend it with friends, family. Obviously, there's going to be folks that are working and stuff like that, and including in here at the news station. So,
Oh, yeah.
including myself, I'll be working on Thanksgiving.
you're here on Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
I'm not here on Thanksgiving. What are we gonna do about juice box shots?
We'll have to figure something out.
I'm gonna ask you live. We're doing it live.
We'll figure something out.
Okay.
I don't know.
You heard the man.
I mean, yeah, because there's only a 10 o'clock show on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what other also might be on Thanksgiving?
The Macy's Day Parade.
Maybe some snow.
Shh. Don't ruin it.
It's still a long ways away. It's a long ways away.
You
And
didn't hear that.
yeah,
It's
no.
fine. He lies.
Yeah, don't listen to me. I haven't started my weathering shift yet, so that could all be a lie. Who knows?
You could.
So appreciate everyone for tuning in, watching another edition of Juicebox Chats. And again, stick with us next week. I'm sure we'll probably talk something, again, Thanksgiving holiday related next week as well. But until then, appreciate everyone for tuning in, watching, and we'll see you next time.
1011 News is everywhere. Download our smart TV apps and follow us on social media at 1011 News.